Hey, what's up? It's your boy, Jeff Releford, and I thank you for joining me on the Jeff Releford Show. Because listen, you could have been doing anything else today, right? But you chose on your way home from work, or if you just at home chilling, to tune in to the Jeff Releford Show. Now, real quick, I want to say this to you. Go ahead, tell your friends and family to download the online Radio Box app to your Android or your Apple device. So that way you can go ahead and listen to us on the go. And what you do is from there, you type in Biggs Radio Chicago. Okay? Biggs Radio Chicago. And also listen to our sister stations in Indianapolis, Indiana, Pasadena, California, Atlanta, Georgia. And once again, you are kicking it with Jeff Releford on the Jeff Releford Show on Biggs Radio Chicago, the voice of a new generation. Let's go. What's up, y'all? It's your boy, Life Coach Jeff Releford on the Jeff Releford Show, man. How is everybody's Monday? Oh, mine has been, man, I'm telling you, things are always eventful for your boy. But you know, we always bounce back in this joker, man. Always bounce back. So, but how's everybody else doing today? I hope everybody else is great. I hope, Sunday is the start off of the week, but Monday is that work week. You know what I mean? Monday is the start off to that work week. So it can be a little rough trying to get back into the swing of things. Y'all know what I mean? So hopefully y'all had a good start off to the morning. And right now it is 5 o'clock. Y'all should be winded down. If you ain't off from work, you should be getting ready to walk out the door. Okay? If you are not off from work, I'm really hoping that you are getting ready to walk out the door. And for my swing shift people out there, keep pressing and moving forward, baby. I know how you feel. It's hard. It's hard out there. But keep pressing and moving forward. All right. So everybody, man, I got to tell y'all, it's like I said, man, we have a lot of good things going on. And as you can see, if you all paid attention, we have a new Biggs logo because we have merged, people. We are Biggs Radio, Indianapolis and Chicago, everybody. You know, we doing some big things over here. So, you know, we got some stuff coming down the pipeline for y'all. I'm telling you. Y'all don't understand, man. We keep it 100 over here at Biggs 100. And like I said, we got some things coming down the pipeline, but I can't let y'all forget this because it is Monday. Boom, people. Hold on. Here it is. Where that? Show it. Boom. It is Biggs Monday. Biggs Radio, Monday Night Motivation. Okay. All right. With the Jeff Releford Show, myself from 5 to 6 p.m. Mixtape Monday with Julian St. Chris from 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. And also we have the Dynalyn Big Show from 8 p.m. to 10 p.m. So y'all, we got you from, like I said, y'all getting off from work. We got you from the moment we get you off from work, but when you get ready to rest your head at night, because Dynalyn she gonna kind of play some music, warm your soul. She might tuck you in a little bit, but Al Greer gonna put you to sleep. The Peanut Butter Brother gonna put you to sleep with them bedtime stories. So y'all make sure y'all tune in to Al Greer too. I'm telling y'all, it's a jam-packed lineup, people. But yes, this is our Monday Night Motivation lineup. Once again, myself from 5 to 6, Mixtape Monday with Julian St. Chris from 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. And then we have the Dynalyn Big Show from 8 to 10 p.m. And listen, y'all. Now listen, I've been talking to some artists. I've been telling them, please send in the music, okay? Because please give us a call at 773-462-4447 if you would like to inquire about any ad space or send it in some of your music. Because people, you got to remember, we are for the independent artists. I do talk radio, okay? But so I'm handling like the interview portion, that type of stuff. You know, they gonna have some interviews too, but they spinning records. Okay, they spinning records. So we want to make sure that you all are all heard on Biggs Radio. Okay. And also go ahead, shoot us an email too. We'll respond to that too at biggsradio at gmail.com. And also, people, go ahead, please check out the website, please. If you want to know more about us, please check out biggsradio.com, and it is all you need to know about all of us and the stations. Hey, shout out to Tanya. What's going on, Tanya Wilson? Lamont, what's going on, brother? Hey, I appreciate you. Listen, DJ KP, what it do, girl? I'm glad you tuning in today. Hey, I appreciate y'all for locking into the Jeff Releford Show. But once again, y'all go ahead and please pay attention to bigsradio.com and y'all log into that so y'all can go ahead and check us out a little bit. We're doing some great things out here. So big ups to the team. Oh, man, because see, normally, y'all, I'm going to tell y'all this. Normally, the announcements take about a good 10 minutes. I had a lot of stuff going on. Oh, my gosh. Y'all don't understand. Your boy was running around here like a chicken with his head cut off, being a part of something, having to go to these events, little stuff like that. But I will say, for the most part, we should be died down, at least for a few weeks, until I start talking to my manager and we start moving, because there's going to be some more stuff I'm going to get into. So y'all stay tuned for that, because your boy Life Coach Jeff, we pop up places, baby. We pop up places. It's what we do. You know, this is what we do. That's how we roll. So I want to kind of dive right into the topic, people. Y'all know how I roll, man. For my people who are watching through Facebook, YouTube, LinkedIn, my other streaming platforms, you know, y'all kind of have read it already. But I want to hit y'all with this, man. I want to let y'all know, stop staying around people who like to play the victim of situations that they created. And I took the time to find some audio, people. Normally don't do this, but I was just so moved by this clip that I happened to see when y'all know how it go, man. We start scrolling mindlessly through Facebook, but you know, the algorithm is real. I had to tell my friend the other day, please do not go down the rabbit hole of TikTok. If any of y'all have TikTok accounts, please hear me on this. TikTok is a rabbit hole. You type in one subject and I swear you're going to end up talking about somebody's chakras, third eye being opened, or something like that. I'm trying to tell you, TikTok is a whole different beast, but that Facebook algorithm got a brother straight a little bit. They try to send me the same content over and over again. So let me tap into this real quick, and I'm going to play this for y'all, because I really felt that this brother right here, he was saying a lot. Y'all take a quick listen.
Stay away from people who act like a victim in a problem that they created. There are people like that in the world, or some of you obviously know some of them. But they act like a victim in a problem that they created. That's gaslighting. There are people that do that. My antidote to that is this. Spend more time with people with whom you have a common future instead of a common past. Spend more time. I'm not saying that I'm not saying to cut people off. This is about prioritizing, where you give a larger percentage of your time. We love people that have been a part of our history, that have helped us to grow to who we are and where we are. We thank those people. Thank the teachers in your life. Thank the people that have poured into you. Thank the people that have helped you to become who you are. I'm not saying that you forget them, but spend more time with people with whom you have a common future as opposed to a common past.
Now, like Kim just said, come on, girl, because that's why I had to replay this, because it is deep. Because you know what, man, you meet so many people, yo, doing what we do. Radio personalities, whether you're a DJ, I talk to a lot of people because I'm life coaching, other stuff like that. We come across so many people. And honestly, a lot of people do play the victim to the situations that they create. Let me tell y'all something. It's a little word called accountability. Boom. I'm going to say it one more time, because some people might log off because they don't like that word. It's called accountability, people. And I love the anecdote he said today. I love the way he said you just put the spin on it. And it's true. I say this all the time, man. You need to be around like-minded people. But I love the fact that he said the past. Don't be around people with a common past, but you want to move forward. So focus on that common future. Come on now. Ooh. Those words penetrated me so deep, because You got to remember, for all of us out here, we all are reaching a certain type of level of success, so to speak. I've been talking to a lot more entrepreneurs, a lot more people who are moving and shaking out here. And it's just something when you're around people who are moving forward and you also are trying to move forward. Because I want to let y'all know, haven't you ever paid attention to the fact that when you're sitting in front of somebody and now listen, I understand when people complain, okay? I complain. My wife would tell me I complain too much, but I complain about, in my eyes, I complain about the stuff that needs to be great, because I demand a level of success. I demand a level of accountability, a level of excellence when we start to move in certain areas. I'm at a point in my life, man, well, I won't take nothing less but excellence, and I will take the accountability, right, Kim? That accountability. If that excellence that I try to produce doesn't come out to how I would want it. But I have to remember that I'm in control of that. I always got to remember that. You can always change something to make it better. Always remember that. So, with what this man is talking about, have you ever noticed how when you're around certain people and they just suck the life out of you? You know? I know y'all been around people like that. Y'all sit up here, y'all talk to people, and they want to tell you every issue that they have, but they never want to meet you with a solution. They don't ever want to tell you what they're going to do to make it better next. And don't it get real? Wait, listen, people, don't it start to get real when you ask them, you say the little words, well, what you going to do about it? You got a plan? Oh my gosh, the tight lips. It be the tight lips, people. People get so quiet. They don't want to say nothing. And some people actually have the nerve to get offended. Ooh, we almost dropped my headphones. I was about to snatch these jokers off because come on, girl. Kim, I'm trying to talk to the people. I'm trying to let them know, because some people have a nerve to get offended when you want to talk to them about a solution. It's like, big dog, if you got a problem and you know that to an extent you had a little something to do with it, because I always tell people this all the time. We could play the blame game all you want. We could do this ABC, X, Y, and Z, up, right, down, left to the right. We can even try to get a few other angles in that bad boy. You know what I mean? We ain't got to stay at the 90 degree. Let's go to 45 in some places. Trying to tell you, we can hit this from all sides, but the fact still remains. When you do something, you have to take the accountability for the movement that you had in it too. Now, see, normally people don't stay on when I start talking about stuff like this. See, y'all good. See, y'all know what's going on. Y'all know what's y'all. I want to thank the audience out here, because y'all are tapped in. Because when I start normally talking about accountability with people, they just tune right out. But it's expected though, because this is what I do, y'all. If I start talking about stuff like this, it always get a little bit quiet out here. What is Lamont saying? Sad to say, some people have that complaining spirit on them, brother. Yes, they do. And you know what? I'm gonna be honest with you. I typically don't mind a complaining spirit if you can tell me your issue and your problem, and once again, we tackle it with a solution. I love being solution-based. I love it. My whole motto is that there's always a way out. You know, you never have to stay stuck where you at. There's always a way out. A lot of times, my man and everybody, we just get so overwhelmed with what's going on. Sometimes you just got to sit back, take a little breather, slow it down. Always remember, people, it's not the end of the world, right? It's not the end of the world, because you know, I came on here, man, and I gave some keys to success. In one of my episodes. And when I gave the keys to success, you know, a big part of that is mindset. Okay. And what you start to realize is that a lot of people just don't have the mindset to want more, to want better. Some people want to stay in that complaining spirit, you know. Some people want to stay in that dark place, so they can continue to suck the life out of people. I refuse. I don't feel like nobody's sucking that life out of me. Your boy ain't got no time for that. I done sat up here, I done had to cut people out before who were kind of just like, maybe y'all not for Jeff. Y'all can support me from afar. I love far support, because sometimes you don't need everybody in your camp. You don't need everybody in your circle. Sometimes certain circles, they deserve to be small. You have to preserve your peace as well. Got to preserve your peace. So the keys to a lot of this stuff, people, is just to the mindset is just, you got to seek it out yourself. I can sit up. I'm trying to tell you, I'm being honest with y'all. I can sit up here and give you the how all day, but the how is particular to each person. Now, one thing we have is principles. Like I always tell people, I believe in God all the time. A mind on God is a mind at peace. That's just a small scripture right there that I use, and to me, if I'm focusing on something like that, that helps me be calm. I don't need to put it in weed. I don't need to put it in a bottle. You know what I mean? I don't need to put it in. Maybe I could put it in the work that I do. Put it in something constructive. Go ahead and put it in the work that you do. Because once again, I always tell people, you can't get the best product that you want unless you go ahead and you put something behind it. That means the work, people. Another key principle, faith without works is dead. Let me just throw that out there just for y'all. Bam, just throw it out there. Because once again, it's all about your movements. Everybody want to know how to get to the top. Everybody want to know how to make something happen, right? Oh, wait, hold on. Kim, dropping knowledge. Hold on. Let's do this. What my man Lamont said. We gonna go down the line real quick, people. Lamont said, I like to tell people, think about what you are thinking about before you make a move. Manifestation, sir. I love it. I love that. That is very true. A lot of times you have to conceptualize the thought, and then that will propel you forward. Oh man, I love telling people, man. I told my boy last night when we were out, we went out to Marco's out there right in what is that? Highland? I think it's Highland. It's off Ridge Road or whatever. It's close to Lansing where I stay at. We went down there and everything. And when we went there, I told him, I said, bro, everything that I said I wanted to do, I'm doing it now. This had to be maybe within like a 4-year period. Everything I said I want to do, I'm doing it right now. So now I'm adding to that. That is great, Lamont. That is a great thought. Kim, you dropping that knowledge, girl. You said you are correct. Stop watering seeds that won't grow. People/relationships. Your season may be up with those folks. You ain't lying, girl, because that's how I go. Everybody is in your life for a purpose. It's either going to be for appointed time. And, we love to keep people around forever, because when we have people in front of us, what do we like to do? We like to harbor those relationships, right? We love to we like to take them close. It's kind of like my book right here. Shameless plug, redirect, Shifting the Mindset, book 1. I like to keep this book close to me. I like to keep it under me, keep it close to the heart. Like, bro, man, close to the heart, But then what do you do when all the pages, you done filled out all the pages of the book and it run out, man? It's time to either you gonna go ahead and get the same book or you gonna move on. And a lot of times, when we reach that crossroads, we have to remember that it's just time to move on, No hard feelings to people. You ain't got to have no animosity. You ain't got to be rude. You ain't got to be mad, nasty about nothing. Some people will get rude and nasty with you when you give them your explanation. But, if you come from a place of being an adult and not a child, children throw the temper tantrums, children throw out the complaints, those types of complaints. I'm not talking about realistic complaints. I'm talking about complaints that are more so built on emotion and not logic. And this ain't a man or woman thing, because we all have the ability to think logically. Just keep that in mind. We all have the ability to think logically. So a lot of times what we have to do is we have to harbor our own emotions, whether it's sad, mad, frustration, intense anger, heat of the moment, fussing, fighting, all that other stuff. You have to swallow your pride and that emotion, put it to the side, and address what's right in front of you. Trying to tell you, people, Pay attention to what's right in front of you. Stop creating a fantasy. Stop trying to say, oh, well, it could be this, it could be that. Nah, some stuff that you see that's right in front of you is right there. This is why we have people who play the victim, like my boy was talking about in the video. They play victim to their own situations that they created. Come on now. Come on now. What they're doing is they looking at what's right in front of them, but their perception is just a bit skewed. I just say a bit skewed. We have a lot of people who could be very far off, but I just love to keep this stuff simple, stupid. I love to keep it simple, yo, because complexities can mess with you sometimes. Complexities have a tendency to get you farther off from where you started. If you keep everything simple, and I always like to say this too, the Bible does it in the best way possible. Best way possible. It keeps everything simple. That's why I feel that the keys to life, to success in everything we do is in its most simplistic form. Most simplistic form. So I always tell people I believe in God. I don't care what you choose to believe in. But your boy Jeff Releford believes in God. This is how we get down. This is how we roll, you know? So, but yes, people, oh, come on, stop succumbing to those things. Stop trying to fall in line with the negativity. It's no longer needed. It is 2024. And guess what? I know we say these years every year, don't we, people? We be like, it's 2000, it's 2001, it's 2002, and so on. They've been doing all this since probably they had TVs going out and everything. Always saying the year. But live in the present of now. Live in the present of now. I cannot stress that enough. I just can't stress it enough. You can alter. You have a chance to alter your tomorrow by the decisions that you make today. In this second, in this hour, in this minute. If you want something, you can do it. If you want to change the minds and hearts of people, you can do it. If you want to have a tough conversation with your friend, I had to have I had to have a tough conversation. I thought it was going to be tough because it was a lot of stuff that I was looking at going on around me. I thought it was going to be tough. But, you know, this person came to a little realization, you know, so it made it a little bit easier. But we have to normalize tough conversations with people. Y'all didn't know I was going to hit y'all from all sides today. We got to normalize tough conversations with people. Because if we don't normalize these tough conversations with people, yo, it can get a little wild out here in these streets. And when it gets wild, you don't want that outcome. Because 9 times out of 10, remember when I was saying that some people might get offended because you try to offer them a solution? It's best to go through it very quickly first. Take the gut punch first. If you're willing to take the gut punch first, I guarantee you, the more you do it, you'll find little ways to say things, be a little divisive with it. And what I mean by divisive, I'm not talking about in a way to be rude to people, manipulative, nothing like that. No, you find your own style that particularly works for you with talking to certain people. And the more people you're around, the more personalities you'll know how to handle, the more you'll know how to navigate through certain things, you know? My people who love to stay at home, stop staying at home. Go out here and interact with some people in your life. Don't be too much of an introvert. I love my introverted people. I love them because I have my moments when I could be an introvert too. But people out here, human interaction is what we need. This is how we learn how to work with others. This is how you could be able to spot people who play victim to situations that they create. Boom. And then when you start to go around, what do? You'll start to pay attention to the people who are going and moving forward in the same direction that you are moving. Now, when you've had enough and you tired and you getting sick and tired of all the negative stuff going around your way, right? And what I mean by coming around your way, I'm talking about that person or people that like to just latch themselves onto you. So now their problem becomes your problem. Their issue becomes your issue. Okay? Got to be careful for all that. So now it's time to move forward. So when it's time to move forward, what are you going to look for? You know, set your goals, set your boundaries, make sure that when it's time to move forward and it's time to be sure that different things are going on in your life, right? All you want to do is you want to make sure that you have everything mapped out for yourself that will set you up for a favorable situation. Once again, like I said, everything in its simplest form. So if peace is what you desire, only map out those things that'll bring you peace. Now, once again, like I said, simplest form, shoot, that should be a daily thing for you. That should truly be a daily thing for you. So set your boundaries with people. Tell them if they have a negative conversation, maybe you shouldn't be in the room. Maybe you could say, hey, today I don't feel like that. Maybe you might have to tell your friend, hey, girl, I ain't trying to gossip today. You know, I don't feel like paying attention to all that stuff around me. Let's talk about these future endeavors. Let's talk about what we could do now for a better tomorrow, you know. And you'll be able to tell real quick, man, because some people, what they end up doing is they end up weeding out. And when they weed out, you know, it's okay if they weed out. It's okay if they weed out. You don't have to worry about too much. All you have to do is just pay attention. Just pay attention, because a lot of times we think this stuff is hard, yo. We think this stuff is hard, and it can be. If you are a people person, I'm going to tell you, if you're a people person, like I'm a people person, sometimes it's hard to go ahead and let go. Sometimes it's hard to let go, but it's necessary. It's always necessary. You got to think about it, man. Anybody who's always been successful or desired better for themselves, and this doesn't always have to be in business, people. You can want better for yourself just right where you are in life. You can want better for yourself right where you are in life. You still have to remember that you have to make some type of altering life decision. Okay? Some life altering decision. It could be something small. It could be something big. But I challenge you to take a look at it like every decision that you make is going to be a big one. Okay? Because that's the deal, yo. I'm telling you, man. Just go ahead and have a different perspective today. All right, y'all. We are sitting at, where are we at? We are at the middle of the hour. So y'all know what we do at the middle of the hour. I have to remind y'all where y'all at. And I told y'all we did the merger. So the intro will be changing soon. But I'm going to go ahead. We're going to take a real quick break. And we will be right back. Hey, what's up? It's your boy, Jeff Releford, and I thank you for joining me on the Jeff Releford Show. Because listen, you could have been doing anything else today, right? But you chose on your way home from work, or if you just at home chilling, to tune in to the Jeff Releford Show. Now, real quick, I want to say this to you. Go ahead, tell your friends and family to download the online Radio Box app to your Android or your Apple device. So that way you can go ahead and listen to us on the go. And what you do is from there, you type in Biggs Radio Chicago. Okay? Biggs Radio Chicago. And also listen to our sister stations in Indianapolis, Indiana, Pasadena, California, Atlanta, Georgia. And once again, you are kicking it with Jeff Releford on the Jeff Releford Show on Biggs Radio Chicago, the voice of a new generation. Let's go. All right, y'all. We are now back again at the Jeff Releford Show, man, on Biggs Radio Chicago, voice of a new generation. And you know what I forgot to do? I really forgot to let y'all know where we at, too. Boom, baby. We are here at the Vibe Studios at 2075 Rush Place in Lake Station, Indiana. Once again, we are the Vibe Studios. It consists of Ron Reed of VNO, What You Know, myself of Redirect, Regroup, Refocus, Smooch Wallace. Who is Smooch Wallace? If you don't know Smooch Wallace, please get to know him. And Mary Selena K of Rock Truth Radio. You all, we make up the vibe. And if you do need your radio show produced or your podcast produced, y'all swing up here to 2075 Rush Place in Lake Station, Indiana, and we can take care of you with that. I'm telling you, man, we got it good up here. We got good sound quality. We got a 3-camera setup. We got a switcher. Boom, bada, bam. We will teach you and show you how all of this works. You just let us know what you need. We got you, baby. So yes, people, and also check out my boy Smooch Wallace. He is an R&B artist, because I just asked y'all if y'all knew who Smooch Wallace is, but I'm about to tell you a little bit more about him. He's a comedian. He's a show host. He's also a music artist, R&B artist, and he has a song called "No Rush" out. Okay, it's called "No Rush." Type in "No Rush," featuring Smooch Wallace on all major platforms, streaming platforms, and you will be able to find it. That is the summer song of this year. And plus, sir, we have to get your music in rotation on Big's radio show. Sir, we have to get your music in rotation. Like I say, I do the talk radio side, but we have people who will spin them records. So once again, if you are an independent artist, or if you're just an artist, send your music over and we will hook you up. All right, everybody. So once again, we are back talking about the subject. I'm going to go ahead, play the clip again so I can remind y'all what we're talking about today. So here it is. I'll replay it back and y'all take a good listen.
Stay away from people who act like a victim in a problem that they created. There are people like that in the world, or some of you obviously know some of them. But they act like a victim in a problem that they created. That's gaslighting. There are people that do that. My antidote to that is this. Spend more time with people with whom you have a common future instead of a common past. Spend more time. I'm not saying to cut people off. This is about prioritizing where you give a larger percentage of your time. We love people that have been a part of our history, that have helped us to grow to who we are and where we are. We thank those people. Thank the teachers in your life. Thank the people that have poured into you. Thank the people that have helped you to become who you are. I'm not saying that you forget them, but spend more time with people with whom you have a common future as opposed to a common past.
Man, I love that message that man gave for that short second. I'm telling you, it resonated so much. It's so deep. It just makes sense. So y'all, we spent the first half just talking about, the negativity that people will bring, how to move along with that a little bit. You know what I mean? How to kind of separate yourself from those people. But now for the second half, we're talking about what you're going to do, man. Separate yourself from these people. It's hard at first. It can be hard, but it's necessary for your growth and for your development. I love also how he said, what you have to do is you have to also, give those people respect who helped you, who poured into you. He said it very, very so plainly. What you don't have to do is you don't have to give up on those people. You don't have to leave those people behind. So he's not telling you to go up and just ditch everybody. No, because remember, everybody has their proper place for a proper time. Always remember that. So remain humble and make sure you go ahead and give those people that respect that they deserve, because they did play a part in your success. So let them know. Let them know. Say, hey, you really helped me out. You did a good job. Da 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 da. Say some names. Like I'm always saying Greg Gray's name all the time, because that man has poured into me so much and is still pouring into me with different things. And it's amazing. But always keep that humble attitude of gratitude. Okay, when it comes to that portion. But once you do that, hang around some people that are moving with a same common future as you. So if success is that common future, hang around successful people. Don't hang around the complainers no more. Once again, he talked about the people that that fall victim, that play the victim to situations that they created. You don't want to stay around those people. It's time to upgrade. It's time to be around those people who are actually going to help you get put in position, or they just might be able to put you in a position to where you can make it to where you want to go. So if peace is what you desire, maybe join a group with people where they just go hang out, they talk, they share different stories, they share things. I like to call that group coaching people, because group coaching is one of those things where people share their stories, they talk to each other, they relate, and then they end up helping each other just based off the information that they have. So when it's a one-on-one type deal, it's different. But when it's a group, the people learn from each other. So I highly recommend people learning from people. Highly recommend you learning from people. Learn how to take everything from a conversation, because I'm trying to tell you, you can gain so much. Like, somebody can give you some information and knowledge, but then wait till you have a conversation with somebody. It just like maximizes it to like the 1,000th degree. Just maximizes that joker to the 1,000th degree. It's crazy. So remember that portion too. Information is very key and powerful. Information is very key and powerful. But once again, if peace is what you want, join a group with people where that's what they're focusing on. If you want to attain a skill, like my sister-in-law, for instance, what she wanted to do was she wanted to do sign language. She took a sign language class, and she was joining sign language groups on Facebook. And what they did was they talked about how to implement sign language into different school programs and different things that they offered. Because my sister-in-law's desire is to start a school. So she's learning how to incorporate certain things into that, So that's a part of it. You want to make sure you're in alignment with the people that'll go ahead and get you to a certain spot, or that are doing the same thing that you were doing. So now you like-minded, yo. We had some people say some good things today on here. We was talking about some manifestation a little bit earlier, a mindset about certain things. Those are all very key components that add into the elements of you wanting whatever it is you want to achieve. It's keys to that stuff, yo. Let's do some quick shout outs to some people today. Frankie Love, Carl Weatherspoon, Jessica Pye, McKinley, Tanya Wilson, Ron Reed of the VNO, D. Smith, period. Y'all check out Shop Talk 7 on My Radio Chicago Support District Radio Network. Them boys, them shop boys, D. Smith and Mediamonics, they are on Monday through Friday, yo. They doing good things out here. Please pay attention to them. And Kimberly Patterson, who is our very own Kimberly Patterson, DJ KP. She has her own show. I believe her show airs on Thursdays. I'm terrible with dates and times, people. I'm terrible with dates and times. This is what I'm going to do, and I'm going to promise y'all this. Next week, I'm going to have KP's right information, and I'm going to give that to y'all. But I know her show airs on Thursdays. But guess what? If you want to know more about when it airs, you can either look her up on Facebook, or you could go ahead and go to bigsradio.com. Boom, people. And then we will have all that information for you on there too. And also Shantae Hunter. Big ups to Shantae Hunter. She is a pastor in Gary, Indiana. She's doing some good things too. Thank you all for just tuning in and listening, man, because y'all been blowing it up tonight. I really appreciate y'all. And that fuels me to go ahead and run my mouth for this whole hour and pour into y'all. Because in some way, shape, or form, y'all pour into me. And this leads to another subject relating to this also. Oh, once again, like I said earlier, see, some of y'all missed it earlier, but take in information from other people. It's okay to do that. Because I'll be the first one to say, I ain't right about everything. A lot of what I give y'all comes from other people. A lot of these nuggets that I drop on here, sometimes this redundancy that I give y'all, because let's just be real, life is very redundant. We do a lot of the stuff the same way. We think about a lot of the same processes all the time. It's very interesting because a lot of people don't like redundancy. They don't like repetitive things. They don't like to hear these things all the time. It's kind of like when you want to learn a subject, right? We all had to learn our times tables. We had to memorize those things. We had to repeat those things so many times to the point that now we know 2 times 2 is 4. 7 times 8 is 63, right? 11 times 11 is 121. You know, we had to repeat these things so many times that now it's stuck in here. That's what you have to do with information. That's what you have to do when you start relating all situations and concepts to life. Now, that could be a lot for people, yo. Oh, man, I'm serious. I know that could be a lot for y'all. But I told y'all earlier, sometimes y'all got to take these concepts in just the simplest form. Just take them in the simplest form, yo. So you can make the decision to stop being around people who always create issues and play the victim when they create the issues, because nobody likes it when people create problems and they want to say that other people did it, right? My grandmother used to have to say, and she said that used to be an ish starter. I can't say the other word, people. We on the radio, but an ish starter. Y'all know what that is. My grandma, God rest her soul, she used to keep it real out here in these streets. She was an OG for real. I don't play with her. She would pick up a knife and cut you in a minute. I didn't quite get those characteristics. I got the softer side, but you know, y'all know how I go. Some people, they just got it in them, yo. I ain't got it in me. But yeah, y'all, you know, it's just, come on, you know, just take your time with certain things. Another thing is too, man, y'all stop thinking so hard about everything. When I've been talking to a lot of people lately who they have a lot of thoughts in their mind and they overthinking. You gotta stop overthinking. You gotta stop overthinking. Because let me tell you, once again, pertaining to the subject matter we talking about today, in order for you to create boundaries and limits, so you keep certain people out of your life and certain people in your life, you just got to take it down to the simplest form. Do what you said you're gonna do. If you said you're gonna you said you're gonna separate somebody today from a certain situation or concept or idea, just do it. Just do it. I gave y'all my little story. I said I thought I had to have a tough conversation, but it wasn't gonna be as tough. So it all worked out. A lot of times you just have to not be afraid to be. Big ups to Mary K. Selena. Mary always tells us, because she's a part of the vibe with Rock Truth Radio. Mary always tells the 3 men in the group to just be. If you learn how to be you, it just be you. You know, you don't have to be so rude to just say, oh, y'all gotta adjust. I hate when people say that. It's like, come on, listen. The world don't have to adjust to you at all. It's people who gonna look at you, they gonna turn up their nose, they gonna think you ain't nothing. They ain't got time to hear what you saying. They ain't got time to hear what you saying. So if you just be you and you focus on your peace, loving others, that's a big one. Because a lot of times you are at peace if you do love on other people. Come on now. You want to keep that heart nice and soft. You want to keep it nice and warm for people. You don't want a cold, hardened heart for people. Can't get nowhere like that. So control your thoughts. Love on some people. You know, be willing to show rather than to say. Show people what you mean instead of talking it. And if they don't get it and understand it, just nicely move on. This is how you create your boundaries and your limits when it comes to dealing with these people. And when I say these people, once again, we are talking about the people who choose to go ahead and make up excuses and play the victim for the situations that they create. Try to tell you, it's real, people. It's real. And hey, if I'm talking to you out there, just do a little self-check of yourself. It's okay to take inventory sometimes. A lot of times we don't want to take inventory because that allows us to see the true versions of ourselves. So when we don't want to see the true versions of ourselves, what do? We lash out. We hide behind the wall. You know, and sometimes it get ugly back there. You know, when you got to go back and revisit some stuff because you didn't had it lie dormant for so long, baby. Ooh, we try to tell you. Think I might have to go ahead and do another show where I'm giving up keys again to the game because a lot of people don't understand, man. In order to take yourself to the next level, there are a lot of things that you have to accept. You can accept your past, okay? But once you accept your past, now you have to accept your present. The present is who you are today. Let me see what we got. We got 15 good minutes. All right, let me give y'all some of these keys real quick. Let me take these last like 10 minutes to give y'all some keys, okay? So remember I said this. You want to be successful, you can accept your past, okay? That's fine. But now, once you've confronted everything in your past that you have accepted, now you have to answer to the present, okay? So when you answer to the present, that's now. That is right now. That's everything that you put your hand on and touch. That's every word that proceeds out of your mouth. You have to learn to walk in it, trust it, believe it, and stand on it. Because people will test you. There are a lot of times people come out here and they want to go ahead and they want to make something happen. And what they think is, I put this in my last Facebook Live video. A lot of times what people think is that they just go get it handed to them. Like they looking at it, they like, oh, opportunity is right here in the palm of my hand, in someone else's hand. So they reach out and they try to get it. That's not your opportunity. Baby, you have to learn how to create your own opportunity. This is what I always say about creation too. Because once again, y'all, godly biblical principles. Take a look at Genesis. When y'all take a look at Genesis, God created the what? The world. Okay. In so many days. Okay. Did the seasons and all. I believe it was 3 days. I think God created the world in 3 days. The seasons, night, day, the whole 9. And then put it on autopilot. For my business people out there, that's a little business plug. Anything that you do and you do it well, you need to get to a point in your life to where it's on autopilot. Any point that you get to. Like, for instance, I do live shows every week. These shows can easily be recorded and uploaded and boom, bada bam. I don't have to be sitting in the studio all the time. Don't have to be live. Now, it's a live presence that is there that needs to be required. This is why I love coming to the studio, sit down and talk to y'all. But on the flip side of this, a lot of y'all don't understand that what you can do is you can put a lot of your things on autopilot. I've done it before. People done sat up here and looked at me and they thought I was sitting up here chilling. And I wasn't. I was out somewhere else real quick because I had other business to take care of too. But it helps. So think about that with your business. You want your business to run like God, how he runs the seasons. Or, like I tell you, you don't have to go ahead and believe in God. I don't care what you believe in. That's what I believe in. Or you just think about the principal method. The seasons were created in so many days. And then, boom, we just keep running. That's what you want. Autopilot means it frees up time. Because while that was going on, the creator had time to do other stuff. Now relate that to yourself, okay? While autopilot is happening on one end, you have time to go create other things that you can now put on autopilot, which AKA means you now have an opportunity to make money. Oh, don't we love that M word, people? We like that M word. We like money. We like money. So that's why I want to drop that in here. Always remember that the seasons were created and then they were put on autopilot. You have to think about that for your whole life. And if you can't apply it to your life, definitely apply it to yourself if you're an entrepreneur. Please. Autopilot should be your main goal. And don't use AI for everything. AI is good for some stuff, but it ain't good for everything, people. It is not good for everything. Pastor Yvonne, how you doing, girl? How are you feeling? Thank you for tapping into the Jeff Releford Show. I appreciate you, Pastor Yvonne. Thank you so much. But yes, the way God created it, yo, just go ahead, put everything on autopilot because that's going to create time, more time for you and more space for you to do the things that you want to do. I'm telling you, if y'all don't believe the principle, all you got to do is look it up. It's in a book called the Bible. It's in Genesis. Just go ahead, look it up. Conceptualize it, one good one, and see how that fits into your life. You know, just see how it fits into your life. Just challenge yourself. Say, hey, let me go ahead and take a look at this today and see how it works. Because I guarantee you, the principles work. You'd be surprised. Even the rich go ahead and they follow a lot of these principles. Just letting you know. If you want to know how to be successful, man, a lot of it is not in these self-help books. It's not in a lot of this stuff. It's in that word, man. And even the rich will tell you that. They will tell you that. Those words will fall right out of their lips and into and the voice right into the atmosphere so it can be heard and you can receive it. I know because I've heard it. Follow Myron Golden. Man is rich. He been doing this for so long. My man just put it on YouTube. Repeat. Put it on repeat. The same teachings. Oh, let that be another nugget, people. Be good at what you teach. Love what you teach. There's always an audience for what you have to say. There was always an audience for what you have to say. All you have to do is get out there and just speak. Okay? I'll give y'all a principle to go to. Go to 1 Kings 10, 24 and 25. If you read that, you will understand the power of your voice. That's 1 Kings 10, 24, 25. The reason why I'm looking at my arm for the people that cannot see me is because it is tattooed on my arm. It's tattooed on my forearm. It's there for a reason. Lamont just said earlier, I'm going to go ahead and pull this comment back up. What did Lamont say? Boom. He said, I like to tell people, think about what you are thinking about before you make a move. You do certain things to help you think about things. So then you actually start doing them. I'm going to say it one more time so y'all can look it up. I'm stressing this. 1 Kings 10, 24, 25 out of the Bible. Just go ahead. Turn that page. Turn the pages to there. And just read it. And then think about what you're going to come up with. This is for all my people who are artists. This is for all my people who rap, sing, okay? That are radio personalities, DJs, podcasters. You want to know the principle? You want to know the secret? That's one right there. All right, y'all. We got a little bit of time, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to just go ahead and end it right there because that's how I want to leave y'all. I want to leave it on a high note. So y'all listen, I really do thank y'all and appreciate y'all for tuning in to the Jeff Releford Show today on this beautiful Monday, you know. So yes, we will be back, everybody. And remember, redirect, regroup, refocus. I love y'all so very much and peace out. Hey, what's up? It's your boy, Jeff Releford, and I thank you for joining me on the Jeff Releford Show. Because listen, you could have been doing anything else today, right? But you chose on your way home from work, or if you just at home chilling, to tune in to the Jeff Releford Show. Now, real quick, I want to say this to you. Go ahead, tell your friends and family to download the online Radio Box app to your Android or your Apple device. So that way you can go ahead and listen to us on the go. And what you do is from there, you type in Biggs Radio Chicago. Okay? Biggs Radio Chicago. And also listen to our sister stations in Indianapolis, Indiana, Pasadena, California, Atlanta, Georgia. And once again, you are kicking it with Jeff Releford on the Jeff Releford Show on Biggs Radio Chicago, the voice of a new generation. Let's go.